Hey guys, holy crapula, I am way behind on the drama. So we're going to start with Amber Reed and Aunt Tammy dragging her. Oh my god, you guys, I watched the live stream like 3 times with my jaw on the floor. And since that conversation went on for so long, I grabbed apathetic, apathetic fags. Oh my god, you know what I'm trying to say. um, Clip, and I'll link it in the description. But wow, just wow. Anyways, let's get into it.
Corals, welcome back. So we last left off with Amber inviting her Aunt Tammy onto her channel for a sort of interview with her, instead of reaction channels.
Maybe me and Amber need to get on a live and compare receipts and stories and see how that goes.
Let's do it. Get the f on my live, Tammy. Get the f on my live. We can do this. Square up. I'm ready for it. Oh, I'll talk to her. I'll talk to her real good. I am ready for it.
I'm happy to be the medium here, but
You're not going to be the medium, love. She's coming to my live.
I mean, on that point, she was smart to have this happen on her channel, even though she wanted to talk to her aunt real good. That didn't happen. That did not happen at all. She got bodied by her aunt. But either way, it was smart choice hitting her aunt, but I don't think she expected it to go the way it did.
Tammy then went to her community tab to prove that she happily agreed to square up with Amber. But when the time came, Amber was nowhere to be seen. 5 minutes after the live was supposed to start, Amber left this message on her community tab: "Can't go live, see you later," which made people start to question, did Aunt Tammy back out? Or did Amber get scared and she was the one to back out? Just after Amber posted that to her community tab, Aunt Tammy starts posting to hers, all night and weekend long. Basically, it seems the thing Aunt Tammy is the most upset about, at least in these community posts, is Amber allegedly not returning her texts or only texting when she wants something. She tries to provide receipts, but I'll be honest, these screenshots she provided don't show us much. But Tammy does try to explain it later in this video. But she's also been watching reaction channels, and it seems she's overwhelmed by the amount of content showing who her niece truly is. In the meantime, Amber's back on TikTok, Thor's trapping it up for either a new wiper or for Emily.
I haven't turned on just.
It makes me wonder, you guys. I'm so confused by the relationship between her and Emily. Are they together? Are they not? Because I was watching Mr. Snowflake's video, I need to check on his channel. Apparently, there's a second interview of him and Emily. So is Emily also playing head games with Amber the way that Emily played with the lady that Jody had on his channel, that Emily stole, the all co-workers that Emily ended up having an affair with? Is she playing the same head games with Amber as she did with that lady? Because it's getting a little bit confusing. Are they together? Are they not together? Does Emily only want a situationship? What's going on?
Members yet, and someone just said, "Hey, chubby." I soaked some Delta. Not gonna lie about it. I want to say when people like were seeing how I was reacting to my aunt, like that's frustrating for me to hear. Like, this is the real Amber Lynn, because it's like, bro, what you're seeing is me split. It's called splitting. When you literally turn into someone that you're not, like you're so hurt by someone, like when you have BPD, you're so fucking hurt by someone that you genuinely, you're so overwhelmed with emotion, like you cannot regulate those. So that is what you're witnessing. So it's hard because 99% of the time you guys are witnessing me as like pretty chill, just chilling. And I only ever come out as a bitch or come out angry is when it's demonstrated to me first, if that makes sense. That doesn't mean, oh, we saw Amberlynn's true colors or this is the real Amberlynn. Like it's not fair. And what my aunt was doing was not only triggering and wrong and hurtful, like it shattered me. And I could not regulate those emotions in the whole span of the time that I've known her since 17, that she was always the person that like indicated like a break in our chat. And a lot of people like go to therapy, go to therapy, go to therapy, while like literally sucking the tit on my aunt.
Oh boy, that was a lot to cover. Okay, she talked about her splitting. From videos that I've watched from people who are actually diagnosed with BPD, a lot of them say when they split, they do not remember what happened, what they said. Amber has seen Dr. GPD, ChatGPT, that's Doctor, and Dr. Google. She's emulating what she thinks splitting is. Like I said, from videos and people that actually deal with BPD, when they split, they say they cannot remember what happened, their responses or anything like that. But her, she seems to know everything that happened. And again, I do not believe for 1 second that this woman was actually diagnosed with BPD. She's out here self-diagnosing herself, and that's a shame because there are people who actually have BPD. They put in the work, in, in a condition. They don't use it as an excuse like she does.
That woman needs to go to therapy, not me. My aunt literally just tried calling me. Hello? Holy fuck. I messaged her and I said, stop calling me. Like, it's ruining my live stream. I don't even know if I'll be able to hear her. Okay, I hear myself through your audio, so can you like pause me?
Yeah, I just did.
So you're clearly watching my live stream and I said I don't feel like doing this anymore, so why are you calling?
And right here, I am sorry, it's on Amber. Amber could have just ignored her aunt's phone call until she was done with her live stream. This is all on her. And also in her brain, I get it why she picked up the call. She's been doing YouTube for a long time. She knew bringing the number, she knew bringing the money, but I don't think she expected it to turn out as bad as it did for her. Ooh, that's my stomach. I just ate. I'm not hungry, you guys. I just ate. My stomach is loud after I eat. But I don't think she expected it to end up the way it did for her.
Because you can't run my name and multiple family members in the dirt for decades and think you're just going to walk away that easy. I'm finally done. I'm finally ready. I got the receipts. I got the proof. I'm not afraid of you, Amber, unlike all your other victims. I thought I had seen and heard everything that you've done over these years, but I was so blind by your manipulation. And when I seen half of the videos that I've seen with documented proof of how you treat people, not only in our family.
And again, at this point, she could have still hung up the phone. But you see right here, she is smirking, like, ha ha ha, this is funny. Oh my God, that smirk is going to get wiped up her face in less than a minute.
But people in general, you are one vile, disgusting human being, and I want nothing to do with you ever again, including your mother. Your mother, your whole family, your whole Reed family is nothing but vile, disgusting degenerates that rape, manipulate, and abuse. Physically, mentally, spiritually, you name it, you guys do it, and you do it proud.
Well, dang, and Tammy did not come into play. She said she hates that whole entire Reed family. She did not mince her words at all.
But I see it so clear now that I don't want nothing to do with you. But do you think you're going to continue to lie about me and the family members that I do care about and get away with it? No, you're not. I will continue to tell the truth. The difference between me and you is I have the truth to tell, and I have the receipts to back it up. So you want to know why I'm listening to your live right now? The reason is just to see what bullshit you're going to say next. And sure enough, it didn't take long. You try to say that you cut off talking to me. I've been looking over texts for the last days, and I have so much proof, time and time again, where you're begging me to talk to you again, where I blocked you. I quit watching your videos. You kept begging me, please watch, please watch. I don't want to lose you, Auntie. All the lies you told me that I caught you on, called you on, you'd apologize, and then do it again and again and again.
Now I am understanding why Amber did not want to do that live stream with her aunt, because she knows that her aunt does not hold back and she does not mince her words. So, which is why it also has a lot of us confused. If Amber knew this, why answer this phone call? I don't get it.
And again, what do you want to respond to that?
What did I do in the last 2 years to you?
In the last 2 years. Okay, let me see if I can explain this. It's not an easy black or white answer or an answer that you can get in 2 seconds.
Oh boy. So, Amber was smart the way she phrased that in the last 2 years. Yeah, this leads me to believe that she is a huge manipulator. Why not just say, "What have I done to you?" Period. Why in the last 2 years is because she's hoping that Aunt Tammy will have a lot less to say about what Amber has done. She's no dummy. Yeah, I can see it. She's a manipulator. She is definitely a manipulator.
Because, like I keep saying, I've been doing this your whole entire life. You have a person that has fought to be in your life your whole entire life in one way or the other, no matter if you've seen it or not. And you didn't meet me at 17. You met me when you were 14, when I went to California for the first time after 16 years. Remember you getting the pot of spaghetti out of the refrigerator and using the really huge utensil, taking big scoops out of the pot onto your plate where your dad said, "I think that's enough, Amber." That's my first memory of you. And you still continued to pile on your plate. Yeah, that story goes around our family year after year after year. From then, I tried getting you through the foster.
Well, damn. So everybody's in the family is repeating that story year after year after year about Aunt Tammy's first meet up with Amber. Oof. It doesn't look like Amber knew about this story. Seems like it's the first time she's hearing about this. Well, damn.
Care because you painted the story, it was so bad. And then you even put me down for it that time. Your mom came in the picture, destroyed that. So then you went on to my mom's house. We all know what happened with that. You got kicked out for what? Being disrespectful. Surprise, right?
I thought Amber said she left her grandmother's house for a different reason. Huh. Hmm.
So then you go on to Casey, and then Crystal, and then Destiny, and then Becky. The whole time, I'm in the background, loving you, supporting you, sharing every bit of my diet with you.
And you guys, it makes me wonder now, like, what stories did Amber tell, especially Casey's mother and Crystal's parents? What stories did she tell them in order to allow her to move in with them, in order for them to support her? What stories did she tell these people? Now it really has me curious.
Exercise, financial, and yes, I have all the proof. And then we get up to the current last 2 years.
That made me chuckle because I'm like, well, damn, Amber, you are cooked. Because I guess you get keeping your old phones from it's a family trade. Because apparently Aunt Tammy has all those receipts for decades. I understand where Amber got that trade from.
Who is the happiest person in this world for Amber to move to Oklahoma City? It was me, your aunt. Your mom didn't want you to come. She was very nervous about you coming because of the destruction and stress level that you bring with your just presence.
Well, damn. And I remember when Amber was moving to Oklahoma, a lot of the reaction channels were saying, like, does her mom even wanted to move there? Does her mom realize how Amber really is? So here it is. Her mom was actually concerned about Amber being that close to her. God damn.
I, against my whole entire family, would say things like, "I know you guys are worried, but I'm so excited." We have text showing that excitement for when you're going to get here. We're going to hang out. We can't wait. I wanted to diet with you. I wanted to exercise with you. I was so excited because, as you love to point out, I was very successful on keto. You get here, I see you one time. I try to see you, and I'm told I can only see you with your mother. I question you about it. You say, oh, I was just nervous. I haven't seen my family in 14 years and blah, blah, blah. Then
Okay, right there, right there. I think that's the reason why Aunt Tammy is so angry. She put in all this work to try to put this family back together, and they're finally back together, and she get kicked to the curb, so she feel like they spat in her face. I believe this is the main reason why Aunt Tammy is so upset about this whole thing. And not only that, we're gonna get into it, that instead of them including her in everything, they decide to hang out with the daughter that apparently Tammy and her daughter had a falling out. They decide to hang out with that daughter instead of including her too as well. So I get it, that's understandable, but in my opinion, this is the main reason why she's really, really ticked off.
you didn't reach out to me after that ever, not once, to come over, pick you up, go do anything. November, you reach out to me because you want something, a vape. December, you reach out to me, you want something, a vape.
Ah, okay. So Amber only reaches out when she wants something from somebody. Since she has a mom to be the consistent person that runs her around, that can do stuff to her, nobody else matters. But the moment Mama Lynn says, you know what, no, I can't do this anymore, Amber would have run back to Aunt Tammy and lashed herself into Aunt Tammy as long as Aunt Tammy was willing to do stuff for her. Got it.
You checked in when I had COVID. You said Merry Christmas. I had COVID. I answered you the very next day. Then nothing in January. And then you send me a picture in February. So you want to know why I'm mad? Because I fought for you for freaking years. And then when you finally get here, I'm left. You and sister are going to museums and here and there, and I'm told I can't see you without my sister. You're here now, and you still have nothing to do with me. So you want to bring up me and your mom's fight, right, as the reason. No, you are the reason we don't talk. You are in your 30s. You can use a phone. You can make arrangements to spend time with your aunt, and you chose not to.
Yeah, that's the main reason she's upset. She feels like she was kicked to the curb. Amber didn't have any need for her anymore. So Aunt Tammy's feelings are hurt. Anybody's feelings would have been hurt at this point. Like after all these years, I'm in the background doing all of this stuff for you guys. And finally, my family's back together. Oh, now you don't need me anymore. You kick me to the curb. Anybody would be upset. I understand it. I honestly understand it.
Because me and your mom were in a disagreement. Any other questions?
Well, yeah, it is true. I was feeling anxious to see my family again. It had nothing to do with you. It had nothing to do, it felt easier for me to be around family that I have not seen in 14 years if my mom was there. That was an anxiety thing. It was a coping thing.
But also, it's been 2 years, Amber. You still have anxiety hanging out with your family members? It's been after 2 years. This is why she's upset. I don't know if she chooses not to understand Tammy's point or if she's playing dumb on purpose.
It is what it is. So I'm
So
sorry.
whose fault is it, Amber? Is it your fault or is it my fault that we haven't seen each other? Because the narrative that you're telling is different.
So
Put it out there. Whose fault is it, Amber?
yours.
Yours.
So
And after
She said it's your fault, and Tammy. No, I think, yeah, we like to, whatever on Amber, but I think in the beginning was both of your Amber's fault, and then at some point was both of your fault, and then later on they completely, like she said, Amber is a 30-year-old woman. It's also your fault, Amber.
Thanksgiving, I heard that my sister talked a whole bunch of shit about Thanksgiving over at my house. Once again, opening up my home to you guys.
Well, damn. Wow. So we can all surmise who's passing the messages back and forth. They're going to touch on to this, but well, damn.
And at the end of the day, when I thought it was a wonderful day as well, guess what I got to hear? How y'all talk shit. I don't even know what the shit was. It was supposed to be so vile that it couldn't even be repeated.
Wow, so they were that stupid to talk that a sister to the mom? Wow, that's messy. That is messy. You did not talk all this shit to grandma. Of course grandma is gonna run and tell dad's daughter. Jesus Christ.
I didn't say anything bad about the time at your home. And then, like, I wasn't invited to anything Christmas related, which honestly hurt a lot. I literally bawled my eyes out.
Okay,
So,
again, I don't want to interrupt you, but when there's no contact from October, November, into December, with the exception of wanting a vape, why would I invite you and my sister to Christmas?
I mean, like, yeah, like, if you're only reaching out when you want something from somebody, Amber, come on.
December, I talked to you 3 times. One of
What
them
3 times, Amber?
One of them did involve a vape. The other 2 times was to check in on you regarding your health. And every time we did communicate was because of me.
It's absolutely not. And I have the receipts to prove that. Unless you're talking about only between October
That
and
is correct.
February.
That is
when
correct.
When you got here and I see the true colors, that I was never going to be your person in any way, shape, or form. I heard through my mom how you'd cry and boo-hoo and you at her house going, well, I don't understand why I can't talk to my aunt.
That is correct.
And what were you told? Were you told you couldn't talk to me?
I would cry because
Were you told you couldn't talk to me? Did anyone say, Amber, don't talk to your aunt, don't call her, don't text her?
So, sorry, I was reading the chat because it's distracting me.
Objection, deflection, Your Honor. She did that shit on purpose. She doesn't want to answer. Oh boy.
I read
So
between
I'll
the
ask again,
lines.
did anyone tell you at that point when you were boo-hooing several times about not talking to me, did my mom or my sister tell you you can't talk to me?
So I wasn't boo-hooing. I was.
Yeah, you were.
Can you not mock me?
Whoa, Amber. From clips I saw from the previous live stream when Tammy was on Olodi's Jody's live stream, you were mocking her. And didn't you also mock Tammy? So now it's not okay when somebody else mocks you? Interesting.
Please.
Make it hard.
I was hurt by the situation because I was slowly reading between the lines. You would never text me first. I mean, that's how I'm feeling because
You truly are a piece of work. I tell you what, your manipulation is just like it used to work. It used to work. It used to catch me. It used to slow me down and give you the benefit of the doubt. But I just see it too clearly now, and I don't even know if I want to entertain you anymore because you can't own anything. I mean, we're talking decades of text here. I'll watch a video and something will be brought up and I'll be like, what the heck? All I have to do is go to my messages and put in simple words. And then our conversations come up word for word. You have abused me, Amber. You have manipulated me, Amber, for a long time because of the love I had for my sister and for you. And you used that and you manipulated me to be the person when I would never be your person. But you led me to believe that for a long time. We can talk about all the different topics, being your mom in prison, you writing her, all that. That's long text threads of the bullshit you came up with for that. You know, did you owe your mom anything? No, but you said you wanted it. The text started with you asking, not me going, you need to. You wanted it. And I was the in-between person helping you. Without me, you would not be in your mom's life today.
Again, this is very, very important. And why Tammy feels so disrespected, so discarded, because everybody on both ends got what they wanted, even though she was the one putting in all the work to make sure that these two were able to get back together and have a relationship, whether it's healthy or not. Neither of them were willing to do it. Neither of them were willing to do it. We're not willing to do it. They needed her to play referee for them. This is why she's mad. It's honestly my part. It's not jealousy. It's just a woman hurt. She is absolutely hurt by that. But the decision to kick her to the curb.
Without me, my sister would not be in my mom's life today. I have always been forced to be the in-between person, correct?
I don't know.
You don't know. Holy shit.
I know I've
What
made.
about your uncle me? How about that for a family drama?
Okay, this part was really heavy, you guys. It's extremely heavy. I understand why Apathetic Faxx cut it out. I give the synopsis. Basically, and Tammy is saying that Amber's father, her uncle, Amber's father's brother, essayed Tammy. Okay, that's what was cut out there. And apparently, Amber's aunt, according to Amber, we're not there, I don't know. Amber's aunt's daughter is the one that essayed Amber at the age of 7. So that's why this animosity that comes from Tammy is is coming from because of that whole essay of Tammy from Amber's uncle. And then on top of that, you have Amber's dad. Apparently, it's the one that got her mom hooked on the rocks again. So there's a lot there. It's a lot of heavy topic. So I'm pretty sure all of you already saw this. I just wanted to put it out there.
Huh? And then you go on and be a victim to others? Like, that's just weird to me when it's such a hot spot.
Okay, yeah. So right there, that's what Tammy's referencing to. She's referencing the fact that she finds it weird. Amber is aware that Tammy was essayed by Amber's uncle, and Amber takes that story and twists it around to victimize herself. That's why she finds it so strange. Like I said, a lot of it was taken out because the subject is so heavy. Okay, now we're continuing.
In our family, and you put that word around like it's light as hell, right? You used the wrong word, right? When you accuse somebody, an innocent person who at the time was young as
I mean, when it comes to Casey, I hope I am wrong and I am sorry. I don't believe Amber at all with that story. That story has came back and bit her in the ass. It continues to bite her in the ass. Instead of just owning it, the first time saying that she used the wrong word, that she's whatever, she pretty much lied about the story. She's tripling, quadrupling down because she thinks it will make it better, that people will feel bad for her. But I'm sorry, I do not believe Amber at all. I don't.
you accused them of something that they did not do. Thank God he had a voice to speak up. But tell me why when we just went to California, your mom had to go see your dad. Had to go see him in person. I refused. She left me in a car so she could go in and see your dad, the man that is behind so much of this, including my chapters.
Okay, at this point, so it makes sense why Aunt Tammy was upset that Amber's mom had to go and see Amber's dad, even though that's still married, told the state that's still married, why she had to go see her. I don't think Aunt Tammy should have put this on Amber. Amber had nothing to do with this. She shouldn't have put this on Amber. But since we're on here, I think I kind of understand why Mama Lynn wanted to see him. Sometimes they say it's for closure. Maybe she needed closure from him. I don't know. Should she have done that while she was with Tammy, knowing how messed up the situation of that whole family dynamic is? Perhaps not. But on this one, Aunt Tammy should not have taken it out on Amber.
The man I despise more than anything on the face of this earth. And your mom, in sobriety, in recovery, chose to go see that man eye to eye. You don't think that hurt me? So you're not the only one with damage, Amber. The difference is I don't let it be an excuse.
I mean, that's a great point. That is absolutely a great point by Tammy right there. But you guys, I also had a question. Why is it, after all these years, that Amber's mom is not divorcing her dad? Because apparently Amber is engaged to the current boyfriend that she's been with for like 7 years or something like that. Why isn't she getting a divorce from him so she could marry her new partner? I don't get it. I don't get it.
All while And you know what happened during that time when I was so focused on you and your mom and your fucked up family? It made me sick. Because you can't focus this long and this hard on other people and not have it take away from your life. You have, your dad has, your mom has, and you all play fucking victim. And I'm done. Anything else you want to talk about?
I wasn't a great girlfriend.
No.
I probably wasn't a great niece. I wasn't a great anything. Like, I was broken. I try very hard to take accountability where I can, and I, like, especially when Beck was saying all those things, like, I admitted to things that I would never want to admit to.
Well, Amber, that situation, you brought it on to yourself. If you would have just left back alone, but you needed her for content, right? You just have to use her for content, even though she kept on warning you, stop talking about me, because you always need to be the victim. So that's what happened. Everybody came out and be like, no, this is the real her. So you did that to yourself. If you just left people alone, I doubt that people would have came out about you, Amber. You did that shit to yourself.
Loud, are you kidding? Everything I said about Casey is 100% true.
I wish I could believe you, but I can't based on everything.
I don't.
I can't.
I genuinely.
I don't believe you.
I genuinely.
And that hurts to say it.
I don't care if you believe me or not.
Of course not.
But
You know what, you guys? It is wild to me that Amber keeps on wanting to perpetuate this. Does she realize if Casey finally gets fed up and does a GoFundMe to sue the living crap of Amber, how many people would donate to make sure that he gets that money to teach her a lesson? Does she not realize that? Holy crap, Amber, you are really, really, really at this point asking for a lawsuit.
The last thing I'd ever want to do is go against somebody who was actually assaulted. But all I'm saying is, based on the person I know you are, I cannot believe it 100%. If it did happen to you, I'm sorry it happened to you. If it didn't happen to you, karma's a bitch.
You're not sorry?
Who was Aunt Tammy at this time when Amber Lynn Reed came into this world? Her first and only niece. Let's see. Tammy lived in the Florida Keys. She had her first daughter at 16 and 88. She had her second daughter at 17 and 89. And in 1990, her sister came from California to Florida to get off drugs. Did for a little bit, got pregnant. I was in the delivery room with your mom giving birth to you, literally. Joke about that today. And then shortly after that, you were a few months old, and your mom chose drugs again and left Florida Keys, went to California, and that's where the story continued of our separation. But I never gave up. I found you on MySpace, remember, after all those years? I came and seen you when you were 14. Your foster care people, or whatever, state custody people contacted me. I didn't have a pot to piss in. I was getting ready to be disabled from all my trauma.
I don't remember you coming to visit when I was 14.
You don't remember no part of your dad saying, Amber, that's enough, and you still putting more scoops on your plate?
No, I do not.
You're sitting at the kitchen table in the trailer. I remember it.
There needs to be some nuance, and I had undiagnosed borderline personality disorder due to all the trauma of my childhood.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Here we go with the BPD. I want to sue Dr. Google. I swear to God, I want to see Dr. Google. I am tired. Has she forgotten about the ASMR diagnosis? That's the one. That's my favorite diagnosis. I wish she would tell us more about her ASMR diagnosis. That one I'll respect if she doubled down on.
It makes sense that I was absolutely unwell, and still to this day I am, and I thank God for maturity and for aging, because I feel like that's the only reason why I have come as far as I have.
I will admit Kiwi Farms was not the nicest thing for an aunt to do. But again, it's when you push me to the end. When I've had enough, I've tried and tried and tried and got slapped around by you, by your lies, by your manipulation. I have it in text. So it's not just hearsay. It's stuff that I can say, Amber, this is what I said, this is what you said. And it's...
Oof. You guys, I need to stop looking at the screen because with her swaying back and forth, it's giving me motion sickness. Holy crap. Like, I get it, she's self-soothing, but Jesus, woman, stop.
Not just in your 20s. Like you say, you're in your 30s now, right? I don't know anything about a lot of your last relationships for a reason, right? Otherwise, I'd have a lot to say.
I'm glad you don't know anything about Feline because
I would have told it, you're right.
Because I don't want her shit
Tammy said, yeah, I would have told everybody you're correct.
aired out. because it just seems
But
like,
did you not say you had a lot to tell us about her the whole time coming here? And then
yeah,
when you got here, you said nothing? Yeah.
because
That's
me
part of
and
the games that you play. You act like you have a great relationship with my sister today, and that's a lie.
that's
You talk horribly to my sister. You treat her like shit. You make her your taxi, your Uber, your this, your that. I hear it all, Amber. And you
Yikes. And a lot of reaction channels that have been covering Amber for the longest time all have said the exact same thing that Tammy is saying right here. They all predicted the exact same scenario.
you should realize that by now. I don't have to be in your physical presence to hear about what goes on in our family. And I think you can tell by what I say, I know what I'm saying, because you know it.
what I
You have treated my sister like shit so many times since you've been here. And you try to control her. And you make her take time off work to do the stupidest shit.
And at this part here, I myself even said I would not doubt if Amber is trying to play divide and conquer with her mom, her family, and potentially her relationship, and trying to turn her mom into a personal caregiver, even like full-time professional caregiver. I have always said that I would not be surprised, especially after Destiny and Bag came together and they spilled everything out. I was like, holy crap, it would not surprise me if Amber is over there trying to play divide and conquer with her mom so she can isolate her mom and turn her mom into a full-time caregiver. And here we go.
Things that you could schedule when she's not at work. But because you only think of you, you do it over and over and over and over and over again.
what I'm hearing you say is that grandma is telling you things, and I think we can both admit she gets her stories completely wrong. I do not make my mom take off of work. She has
Wow, right off the get, she's trying to discredit grandma. She's not really hearing what her aunt is saying. She's more concerned about making sure that she discredit her grandmother. Holy crap. And she's gonna go on and say her mom doesn't lose any money like Amber. If somebody has to leave work, whether it be 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours, they are losing money because they're not getting paid for that time that they're not there. Does she not understand how clocking in and clocking out works? Of course she's losing money. Are you giving your mom that money that she's missing out from work to run your fat ass around? Let's be for real.
taken off of work a couple times, and it was either for vet reasons for my animals, or it was for reasons where I had to go to the doctor, like because I had to go to get a test.
What that's is Amber, Uber exists. Uber XL is the what it's called? Uber XL. Uber XL exists, Amber. Why do you need your you know what, Amber, F you. She's intentionally playing stupid. Amber, you know how to order from the apps. You should know how to also use Uber XL. Come on.
Done or whatever it may be, and they weren't open. Like, I don't know what to say about that. Like, they
I
weren't
just hear
open.
excuses with that. Sorry, vets have Saturday services. Vets have after-hour services.
Thank you, Tammy. No, she's not going to do that because Amber wants to feel like she's being taken care of. She doesn't want to do that. Oh, wait. Like, she could have easily done that. There's a thing called Uber to run her to places to take care of things that she needs to take care of. Why does her mom have to do it? Why does her mom have to do it? Ma'am, you're like 34 years old. Like, what? WTF?
My sister gets off at
May I finish
4 and
what
5,
I was saying?
so you could do that. So she did take it off for that. You going to the doctor? Okay, that's not an excuse. You can make an appointment. You can take an Uber. Yeah, I mean, you can do DoorDash. You can take an Uber to a doctor's appointment.
That part, that part right there. She said, you can use DoorDash. You can show us how to use an app. We can use the Uber app. You get 20 points for that, Tammy. You get 20 points for that.
My sister doesn't have to lose money to take you.
Well, she doesn't lose money.
Yes, she does.
She doesn't lose money for leaving a couple hours at work. Her job is very nice like that. And
Jesus Christ, Amber. How long do you think her job is going to continue being nice like that? And yes, she's losing money. Are you compensating your mom for the hours that she's missing from work, huh? And how long is a job going to be understanding for her to be taking off work to run around a 34-year-old woman that has more than enough money to get herself to places by calling an Uber?
When that
She's
happened,
taken more than a couple hours. She's taken days off for you. Anyway,
she has not.
that's the least of our importance. But you don't treat my sister well, and I just want you to know that I'm very aware of it, and so is she.
My mom has never taken days off of work, and more than anything, she offers.
I guess it just depends who tells the story, but
It's sad because it makes me not even want to have a relationship with my grandma, because when I go over,
Oh my god, you guys, I just realized something. Grandma knows this because Mama Lynn is doing all this shit for Amber, right? And then Mama Lynn turns around and complains to Grandma Lynn. And Grandma Lynn turns around and tells Aunt Tammy. So Mama Lynn is the one that's going to her mom and complaining about what's going on with Amber. I mean, rightfully so. So Amber, this should tell you that your mom is telling your grandmother and complaining to your grandmother about all the shit she has to do for you. There it is.
I don't want to have a relationship with you, so don't worry about that at all.
Well, damn, Amber.
That's why you don't go over to her house. When's the last time you went over? Besides the very last time. Besides that one, Amber. When's the last time you were over at my mom's?
2 weekends before that.
Yeah. I know you guys take pictures and you put it in your videos, so I pretty much know when you're there. And also, I was talking to my mom about 3 to 5 times every single day. So to think I don't hear what goes on, pretty obvious I do.
I mean, well, there you go, Amber. And I'm still gonna hop on this. Your mom is complaining to her mom about you, Amber. Straighten up. Straighten up. Start relying so much on everybody to do shit for you. You have the money that you should be capable of taking care of yourself by yourself. This shit makes no sense.
You know my mom. You know how she is, right?
Yes, that I'm also like confused because
So like she'll tell you one thing, she'll tell my sister one thing, she'll tell me one thing. We all know this, but there's still the common. You don't get up till after 3, so my sister can't do this or that with my mom.
I mean, Jesus. Also, I'm gonna blame Mama Lynn here. She should grow a pair and tell her daughter no. You know, like she needs to learn to tell her daughter, no, Amber, I'm not doing this shit for you anymore.
Because Amber, she don't get up till after 3. Now she can't make any plans with my mom to go do her nails or bingo anymore because she has to Amber. It's all about Amber.
I only see my mom once a week. It is on Saturdays.
So you guys don't go to Friday bingo no more?
No, I do not. So I spend 24/7 alone, and I feel like it's
Well, so if you only see your mom once a week, then it's 24/6. I know it's something stupid top on. I just wanted to say it. It's 24/6, not 24/7.
it actually has made me grow. Like, no pun intended, not like that. But I'm actually taken aback right now because when I'm around her, we laugh like, oh my God, I can't even, like, it hurts our ribs. We laugh so much. That was
Are
like,
you going to tell me that you guys have never gotten an argument while you've been
yeah,
at
on my
about the way that you talk to my sister?
On my birthday, we got into an argument. We did. But
I mean, also got into it about having my sister give you your shots too, right?
I started crying, and my mom was like explaining how she's totally fine with it and stuff, and it started to make me feel guilty, where I was like, is my mom actually like just saying she's not triggered? But no, she's not triggered because she wants to take.
You made her be like that, Amber. You made her feel like she can't tell you no because you keep bringing up the past. Now she owes you everything. So yeah.
Uh-huh. There it is. There it is. I guess we're really not surprised now, are we?
Yeah, she's afraid to tell you no.
May
she
I
didn't
finish?
want to do that.
How can you sit there and like still hold me to some standard of who I was in my 20s or when we talked more? I've changed even in the last year.
Have you watched your videos, Amber? You are a recycle, repeat. Okay. Like there's nothing new about you right now. You are the same person you were yesterday, last week, last month, last year. Watch your videos. Watch reaction videos. It shows it over and over again. Rinse, cycle, replay.
I mean, she's not lying. The only thing that's different though She is moving into self-diagnosing with different elements. That's the only thing that's changed. The elements keep on changing.
You haven't changed, Amber. I wish you had, but you haven't. Do you know why me and your mom's not talking?
You guys had an argument
Over what?
over personal family things?
Nothing's personal. I mean, what we've aired out, what you've aired out about our family already, I don't think we have much more to hide, do we?
My mom.
I mean, I know some people like, why is Aunt Tammy doing all this online? Why are you putting everything out there online? At first, I was thinking about it, but then I'm like, wait, Amber uses everybody else's whatever's going on in their life as content. So to me, I feel like she is taking all that stuff off of the table for Amber to take and twist it around and use it as content. I'm understanding why she's putting all of this stuff out there to stop Amber from using the family and whatever's going on in the family for content. She's gonna make bank on this video, but other than that, that's it. Because people have a reference point of actually what was going on. I understand now what she's doing.
Mom thought she was getting grandma's house. She wanted to keep it in the family.
Well, I'm going to make it clear the true story.
I
That
didn't
way
get
it's
to-
on this recording.
I didn't
and
get
you
to-
can share it with your mom, and you can share it with all your people, and then the truth will be out whenever you're done with your side.
I didn't get to finish. She reacted out of that upsetness. You guys got in an argument. May I ask you why you think this matters in this moment?
Because it shows you guys' character, your behavior, what I put up with in this family, what I have put up with, what I still put up with. It shows that a sister, your mother, my sister, who nobody will doubt for a second I was her keeper.
To me, it feels like your goal in this like going public thing is to make my mom look bad and to make me look worse.
No, it's to show that your mom, just because she got clean and sober, doesn't make you a good person automatically. There's still behaviors that need to be changed.
I mean, she's not lying. She's absolutely not lying.
My mom,
and this was a big one.
Like, she's not even a good person who does bad things. She genuinely is a good person who does good things.
I'm not going to sit here and bash my sister tit for tat for you, but you know what I mean. It's real rich coming from you. Real rich. At the end of the day, your mom says that she is a Christian and she's in sobriety, and you have to learn to forgive. But when the thing happened about the house, which we still haven't covered, when it happened though, and it wasn't my doing, it started with my mom, and I handled it the correct way. All this time, I thought she was not talking to me about two statements that I made during that time. Turns out, nope, it's just about the house. We go back to the beginning of the house when we originally talked about the house with my mom. I am buying my first home. In their minds, I have a home. My sister, just getting clean and sober, we honestly didn't know, obviously, if she'd even stay clean and sober. My mom was wondering about the house. How could we have my sister in the house? Normally, in a family situation, you do it 50-50 between two siblings.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
And if the one sibling wants to live in the house, they buy out the other sibling. Say the house is $80,000. How would your mom ever come up with $40,000 to pay me out? And I, being the good sister, said, let's not worry about that. Sister can move in the house, and when it comes time for her paying me out, I don't care if she gives me $250 a month for the rest of her life, as long as she has a home. Now, as you know, your mom's going to have 10 years clean. She's in the same apartment, same relationship, same job, doing very well, has a nice little nest egg. So when we're in California, my mom starts it, not me. My mom brings up the house thing, and I look at my mom and I say, Mom, now is not the time. Sister overhears this and questions, huh? What was that? No, I already heard it, and I already have it set in my mind that that's my house. So a fight starts. I I said two things pretty, I guess, shitty. So I did say, number one, you would never be able to buy a house. You would have to have a house given to you, just like our mother. And number two, you're right. You'll never have a marriage like mine because it takes work and dedication and love, and nurturing, which she would never. And if you lie about your mom's relationship with Steven, that's just a whole new level. It's horrible. So
Wow. And Tammy's out here airing out everybody. Amber, she is taking away all your talking points about your family away. And again, I get why she's doing it. I understand why she's doing it.
tell the story you want to tell, but I got that juice too. So anyway, back to the house though. So there was our little fight. Your mom says, sister, can we just put this at rest right now and enjoy our vacation? And I say yes, and I thought we did. And then it's a big issue again. Well, it gets worse. And the only reason why I'm letting this out is for me, not for you, not for sister, not for my mom. This is for me. This is the family we come from. My mom and I went to her lawyers, had her trust changed, and she wanted to die having my sister think that she's getting that house. And when that trust is read, boy, would your mom's head would have fucking turned.
Damn. Grandma Lynn is extra messy to herself. Well done.
My mom wanted me to hold that in the whole time while looking at my sister in her face, thinking that she was getting this house. That's the kind of stress I carry for this family. So there you go.
I just don't understand what this has to do with anything.
Shows your maturity.
Well,
But at the end of the day, you are who you are. I am who I am. Largely, it's because of our family. The difference between me and you is you will always play victim, and I will always look to heal. I tried my best with you, Amber. I was never enough. I will never be enough. And as this life unfolds, I see it more and more clear. And you brought up going to visit Crystal. You know I don't have my daughter in my life. You and my sister both know what that daughter has done and is doing. Where was she when you needed anything? She's a user and a manipulator and a greedy, money-hungry person, just like you guys. That's why you guys get along. I don't get along with my daughter because just like you, I don't let people get away with their shit.
so I visited Crystal because she's my cousin and I love her.
Good.
So now my question is, when Amber's hanging out with her cousin, is her mom with her? Because apparently she needs to be escorted by her mom to be able to hang out with family members.
I hope you guys live a miserable life together. I really don't care. I watch your, like, another thing that you said that was so far from the truth is that you talked something about gift giving and that you used to send me gifts, and no matter what, it was never enough. Why do you say shit like that when it's
Oh, Amber said that about her aunt? Oh boy.
so far from the truth? I have videos of me opening up your gifts,
Wasn't Crystal.
crying. I equate you being a bad niece by all your actions, not just one. That's just one of many.
Like,
You don't want to talk about things that happened in your 20s, just years ago, right? But yet you think it's okay to talk about every single thing that happened since the day you were born.
Good point. Good point. What she means is that it's not okay for everybody else to do it. It's only okay when she does it. That's what she meant.
And use this as an excuse to be the person that you are today.
because unfortunately, the things that I went through when I was younger, which I only recently found out a couple years ago, led me to have literally brain deformities, which is what is caused borderline personality disorder.
So why don't you get help,
and I'm
Amber, so you
trying
keep hurting
and I'm
people in the
trying
weight?
and I'm trying very, very hard to learn the difference between excuse and reason.
Well, I sincerely wish you all the best in that. You do need some professional help. I know you say that you've gotten it from time to time, but just sitting over a phone call or a video is not extensive help. You need really inpatient at the end of the day, but I know that will never happen. But you really do. You really need to take some of your money that you're making off this crap and get.
Damn. I mean, and again, she is not wrong. She is absolutely not wrong, but Amber is not going to do that because then it takes away her excuses. It takes away her excuses. So that's a reason why she will never, ever do that.
Get yourself some real help from a real counselor, face to face, weekly meetings, true medication that can help you, and maybe you can come out on the other side. And you do self diagnose a lot. I hear it, I hear it, I hear it.
May I know what I have self-diagnosed myself as?
Oh my God, so many. Watch your videos. I don't have time
If
for
it's
it.
so
There's too
many,
many.
I
There's
would
too many.
I would like you just to name one then.
Just anything. OCD.
That was
BPD, BPOPD. I don't know. Put all the letters in there. I don't give a fuck.
BPD. See, this is where it's like you're supposed to be my aunt, and whether you're angry or
Yeah,
not.
I was supposed to be.
Well, Amber and Tammy said that you're the alphabet soup of diagnosis. You're the alphabet soup of self-diagnosis. Even she sees it.
Whether
Right,
you're
I'm not no more.
I don't understand like how it's so easy for you to mock mental illnesses that I have.
Amber, I have just as much labels, if not more, than you do. Documented, proved, treated. I would never make light. It takes a lot to get through these things, but it takes a lot of work that I've put into it. You got me to this point because I've held on for so long. And every time I turn on the fucking TV and I look into my niece, I see more and more and more. And it's disgusting.
Maybe something what you need to do is probably log off.
Oh boy, Amber thought she ate with that one. Amber thought she ate with that one. No, honey, you didn't.
And stop watching my YouTube.
I've tried that before. Do I need to show those fucking receipts too? Where I told you I need to quit watching your videos for my own mental health? And then the text comes, Auntie, are you watching my videos again? No. I really wish you would watch them. I'm sorry, Amber, I can't right now. A couple weeks later, you come back. You watching my videos again? You don't give a fuck about my mental health.
You are talking about things that genuinely happened
20 years ago, yeah.
so long ago. It's like crazy.
It doesn't. So if things that happened years and years ago don't matter, then quit
No,
bringing up your
they
past as if
definitely.
they do.
I don't want
Thank you, and Tammy. Thank you.
to insult you, but it just feels like you're bitter that me and my mom are close, and you
I'm
didn't.
not. I wouldn't have played the middle person all that time if I didn't want you guys close. It doesn't even make sense. The goal, the pot at the end of the rainbow was to have my sister clean and you and her enjoy life together. I just didn't know I'd be kicked to the curb in the process.
And again, that's the main reason that I see that Aunt Tammy is upset about. Why would she be jealous of the relationship if she worked all those years to put these two back together? It does not make any sense. She's just upset because she feels like everybody got what they wanted, even though she's the one who put in all the work into it, and now she gets kicked to the curb. That's what she's upset about.
Bitter, I don't think is the right word. Pissed off, I think is more accurate. Because it's disgusting. Besides this, that's currently going on, what I have learned about you through your relationships that I've been watching, I don't want you in my life anyway. Even if we could amend this, you're a horrible person in my eyes now. You're vile. You're self-absorbed. You're manipulative. You're abusive. Not only physically, but mentally. So really all this is for nothing because there is no fixing this. I will never be in your life, my sister's life, or my mother's life.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Leave Mama Lynn, not Mama Lynn. Leave Grandma Lynn out of this. Leave her out of this. Even though she's messy, but leave her out of this. You keep on talking to your mother.
For the rest of my life. And you can take that to the bank and cash it. Have a good night, Amber, and a good life. I wish you nothing but the best. You can talk all your shit that you want online. I give no fucks. Will I still watch it? Probably. Because you're a mind fuck at this point. I am so mind blown at the way you think and the way you act. Because as a 54-year-old woman, I still have some life to live. And I choose to live it. And I choose to live it without your bullshit in it. And you think it's cute to say I'm obsessed with you, that watched all your videos. That's just weird. There ain't nothing weird about that. I wanted a relationship with my niece, and the only way I got it was through YouTube. I lost, you won. I hope you have a great life.
I didn't even get to say bye.
But yes, you guys, that's how that one went down. And I think Aunt Tammy handled herself very well. And I understand and I see now why Amber, that previous live stream she was supposed to have with her aunt, why she cancelled it, because she knew how her aunt does not mince any words at all. But I also understand why Aunt Tammy did this. To me, it makes complete sense. It's a shame, but hopefully they can work it out and move past it. It's not fun watching families get torn apart like this. It's really not fun, but also at the same time, Amber needed to hear this. She absolutely needed to hear this. But anyways, you guys, that's it. I know it's been a while since I uploaded. Been busy, all that good stuff. Summer's coming towards an end. Be busy with life. But we're back. Anyways, do me a favor, do all the YouTube things, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Later, later. Bye bye.